What's up, guys? Part 2 crew, Tyler,
Ben,
coming at you for a little figure review. Look at the new Neca TMNT Super Turtle. We're big turtle fans.
don't forget the Domoids.
Oh, you can't forget the Domoids.
Forget the Domoids. Look at these menacing little guys. Yeah, we just wanted to take a minute. We just got in the new Super Turtle. This is based on the old Mirage comics. They've been kind of doing some deep dives, and we thought we would take you on a deep dive of where this is all stemming from. So these are actually from Tyler's personal collection, one of the biggest TMNT guys you'll know. So if you have any questions about any of these turtles, just ask the T-Man. So Tyler, I'm going to let you open up, kind of tell people a little bit about the history of Super Turtle.
So NECA's been kind of doing some deep cuts. If you're familiar with the cartoon line, it's a huge collection. They do if they're on screen for 30 seconds, they get a figure. Super Turtle shows up in Tales of the TMNT number 5 for one panel.
One panel, that's it.
He's kind of introing this little side story of the Turtles, drawn by Jim Lawson, who was sort of the artist that took over after Eastman and Laird. They kind of had to step away from the comic because they were too busy running the Turtle Empire.
Mm-hmm.
So this figure came out about a year ago. This is kind of the Return to New York, City at War Turtles, drawn by Jim Lawson also. So it uses the similar body, but Super Turtle's got new sculpting, a cool wired cape.
Yeah. I think the cloth cape really makes it for me. So you can kind of pose it up, do whatever you want, and get him in that like super classic heroic pose. He comes with a bunch of like fun little accessories. You've got an awesome little Polaroid camera there, sweet little barbell because superheroes got to stay fit, got to keep working out. As we said before, he's got the Domoids, but really the sculpt to me is just fun. I think it's so interesting that they took that one panel and made a figure out of it. Because essentially he was just the narrator for like a segment of Tales of the TMNT, but it's something that like I would love to see like this kind of expanded on. I know that they've done some things in Turtles comics where they got more powers, where they got some superpowers, but I want to
or like a dream sequence or something. Like it is just it's a simple design, but it's a cool kind of I don't know, just a classic. Eastman and Laird were inspired by Jack Kirby and classic superheroes too, so it's kind of cool to see them infuse a little bit of the kind of old school vibe.
Yeah, on the gloves and the boots. It's just it's got such a throwback superhero thing where like almost everybody had gloves and then the boots, and it was the look. And so to put that interpretation onto one of the Turtles, which by the way, we don't know if it's one of the Turtles. We don't know if it's none of the Turtles. It's just Super Turtle.
Yeah, it's his secret identity, dude. You don't know who he is.
That's to protect those that he loves, okay?
And you can't forget, we talked a little bit about the Domoids, but these guys showed up in issue 15 of the original Turtles comics. Just some kind of wacky little robots that the Turtles fought. I think these guys are just kind of silly but fun. They come with a bunch of weapons. You've got their titular dome.
Yeah, and this one's cracked. Because he went up against the Turtles. What's going to happen? You're going to get your dome cracked.
Yeah, dude.
I'm guessing Donnie probably hit him with the bow set, or Mikey probably got him with the nunchucks.
Yeah, or Super Turtle.
Or Super Turtle bonked him with his barbell.
Yeah. So, I don't know. It's just a kind of a silly set, but super fun. NECA always kind of knocks it out of the park with their sculpts. And I don't know, just leave it to them to kind of pull from obscurity all of these fun little side characters.
Yeah, absolutely. I think this is one that I would like to support, especially because I want to see more things. Because like, if you ever go back and read some of the old Tales stuff, especially if you go back to the old Eastman stuff, there are some of the wackiest, wildest looking characters that they created that you'll see in any comic anywhere. And I think it'd be really fun to keep expanding on this line and get more of these old Mirage characters out there. These deep cuts that are really fun. Because, I mean, how many... you can only do the brothers so many times. We've seen them in almost every art form. Every way that somebody's done them has been done in figure form. Like, yeah, let's get kind of deeper in and let's see some really fun new sculpts. I think that's kind of what NECA's doing, and they're doing a great job of it.
Yeah, well, in this issue alone with the Domoids, there's all these like kind of wacky retired superheroes that they team up with that they were like just new designs that were created for this comic. So I think those could be kind of fun figures too, and there's infinite possibilities. So.
Yes, I mean you have no shortage of characters to pull from in these comics. They've been going on since the 80s, so there's so much room to grow in this line, and I think that Super Turtle is a fine addition.
Super Turtle and the regular Turtles too are available at Memory Lane Comics Part 2. So if you have any questions, you want to check them out or add them to your collection.
We'll see you at Part 2.